Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's budget video. So this will be a very fun video because I will be setting up my April budget in the brand new planner system. And I know a lot of you have been really itching to see this. So I wanted to first go over all of the different options of where you can store your budget information in your Prosper You planner. You can store it in your monthly planner, you can store it in your hub. There's a couple different options. So I went over this in my hub setup video that I just posted a little less than a week ago, last Saturday. I am personally going to put all of my budget information in my notebook here. I very intentionally put 12 different notebooks in this notebook index in case you wanted to track anything on a monthly basis. So that's what I'm gonna do. There's also currently a budget add-on available in my shop. I will be revamping that add-on to include dark mode and landscape versions. I am hoping sometime within the next few weeks after the June kits launch, I will be able to get around to doing that because I feel like that's for sure the add-on that I have in the most demand as far as being able to get it quickly. So expect that to be posted very soon, but you can put that budget add-on behind one of your dividers, and there's a whole video that walks through that add-on on my channel. I believe it is under either the new releases playlist or the tutorials playlist, but it's the budget add-on. So that add-on is basically set up to where you have a monthly view and then you have a linked index on each month where you have blank pages where you can put your budget inserts and things like that. So you can dedicate a whole divider just for your budget. So that's another option. That was honestly my second choice, I think. I don't know. And you guys, I might find that doing this does not work for me. That's very possible. It's gonna take some time to like really figure out how you want things set up, and it's okay to change your mind and try new things and all of that. So there's no pressure in, you know, figuring this all out right now. So I'm just kind of experimenting a little bit, but the other option is in your monthly view. So I'm gonna go to April. So in your monthly planner, you have these 10 blank sections here. So one option you would have too is to dedicate one of your monthly calendars maybe. Oh, that's my content calendar, but one of your monthly calendars to your budget. And then you have access to all these blank pages and you could put your inserts there too. And the nice thing about that is that say you don't need all 10 blank pages for your budget, you can just use some of them for your budget, other ones for health and fitness trackers. You would have everything within the month. That's a great option too. I'm telling you, there's so many choices with this. So you just kind of have to decide, you know, what is gonna make the most sense for you. The reason why I wanted to do the notebook index is because when I tap on the little notebooks here, I get a whole overview at a glance of my each monthly budget and like sinking fund pages, business pages, all of that. I just wanted very quick access to everything versus going into each month and pulling it that way. But you could also put it into each month or into your add-on. You could add it to your outline. I'm gonna dedicate a whole video to the outline feature in Goodnotes because I feel like it's one of the most underrated features of Goodnotes personally. But in your outline, you can title different pages. I accessed that by tapping on the thumbnails up here, this little 4 boxes. But you can title your pages and you can build an outline full of whatever you want. So if there's a particular page that you want very quick access to at the tap of a button, all you have to do is put it on your outline, and I feel like that is a really great option too. So anyways, I am gonna pull over January, February, March, and then I'm gonna put my April budget here. So I'm gonna just zoom in real quick and I'm gonna label my sections. I took some notes of how I wanted to set things up. So I'm gonna use my text tool here and I am gonna pick my font, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and go with my typewriter font, I think is what I'm gonna go with. So I'm just gonna put here April budget. And I'm going through this and setting it up with you guys, so this is probably gonna be a long video, but I thought it'd be beneficial rather than like doing a screen recording and kind of flying through it, to just set it up, you know, step by step with you guys. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just paste these little sections here, and I'm gonna go ahead and double tap using the text tool. And let's see, so we're gonna do our monthly budget. I'm just gonna pull this all the way over here, and then I'm also going to do my bill tracker. And actually, let me grab my little piece of paper. Where did I write down? I had like a specific order for doing all of this, so let me grab that real quick, because I am already forgetting. I kind of thought through like the order of the pages and how I wanted that all set up. So yeah, let me go ahead and grab that. Okay, so actually the second one is going to be the weekly check-in page. So weekly check-in. I'm just gonna capitalize that. And then we have the, or no, I did, oh shoot, okay. No problem. Okay, so we're gonna do bill tracker. Actually, I had that right the first time. So bill tracker, and then weekly check-in, and then spending tracker, which you can just duplicate your pages for. So if I need more than one page for my spending tracker, I can do that. And then sinking funds are gonna be next. And then the transaction log. And then my business budget. And then business expenses and taxes. I think I'm just gonna put business expenses. And then what I can do is I can take my little line spacing tool here, whoop, hello, and kind of space that out the way I like. So that looks good. Okay, so now I am going to kind of move this, I think, a little bit over. And that looks good. Okay, so that is how I am personally going to label my little sections and everything. So yeah, I've got my April budget, monthly budget, bill tracker, weekly check-in page, spending tracker, sinking funds, transaction log, business budget, and business expenses. And the really nice part about this is I can like copy and paste this onto each thing. I don't have to redo that again. So just to show you guys, you can take your lasso and copy. And then I'm gonna take this up here and I am going to paste and just move that over, kind of line it up as best I can. And then what I can do is I can just take my text tool and I can change this to January. And you've got that done super, super simple. So that's the really cool part about this. But if you guys can see what I mean, when you got the whole page just at a glance here, I can very quickly tap on different sections. So if I want for my April budget to go over to my business budget and get an idea of what that looks like, I can just go there. To access the different pages, the links to the pages, all you need to do is tap on the little circles and that will take you right to that page. You can also get to other pages by tapping on here. So I know, okay, my business budget is on page 7, so I'm gonna go to page 7 and then it's right there. You can also title the page if you would like to at the top here. So I don't know if I'm gonna do that or not, but that is basically how I am going to set up that little section. So the next thing I'm gonna do is pull in my inserts. And to pull in my inserts, I am actually gonna go into landscape mode. I find that to be easiest. And I'm just gonna start pulling things over. So I'm gonna go to my page 1 for notebook 4. And my hub is in portrait mode. It's also available in landscape mode. You do get both portrait and landscape with your purchase. So that's really nice. The only thing you have to decide is if you want dark mode or light mode. This is the light mode version. So now I'm going to pull up my folder with my file of inserts. I have a video all about using inserts and everything, but the easiest way I find to pull them into your planner is to split screen. So that's what I've done here. I just pulled up my files little app, which is this one with the blue here, the blue file. Pull it up, split the screen, and then I've got my whole list of inserts here. And I already know which inserts I want to use. So I'm going to use the second version of the monthly budget. This is kit 16, by the way. I have very neutral versions of the inserts, and then I also have ones that match the sticker kits that come out. But as you can see, that literally fits it so perfectly in there. And if you have the landscape version, you could just put 2 inserts side by side. So maybe you want to put your monthly budget on the left side, your weekly budget on the right side, whatever you want to do. But I personally really like holding my iPad in portrait mode when I'm working on my budget, so that's why I chose the portrait version. But you know, you just got to do what works best for you. You can also still, when you're in landscape, if you have a landscape hub, you can always just zoom in too and hold your iPad in portrait mode. So it's really easy to kind of switch between the different modes and stuff, but I like having one page, one insert on one page. So there's my monthly budget, super easy. Next, I'm gonna do my bill tracker. So I want to, because I'm not gonna have a monthly view with this, I wanted a way to kind of track off when bills are paid and how much was paid for them. So as you can see, I'm just dragging and dropping my inserts in. It's really simple to do. So there we go, there's our bill tracker all ready to go. And then I am going to do my weekly check-in, and I'm just gonna do my 4-week check-in. I seem to never really need my 5-week one, so I'm gonna pull in the 4-week tracker, 4-week check-in tracker, and just kind of size that however I want. There we go. And then the spending tracker I'm gonna use is spending tracker version 2. It's kind of like a more simple one where you're just kind of checking things off, putting the date, the category, the store, and then the amount. And what I'm actually going to do is I am going to, I think I'm gonna actually, let's see, I'm gonna go ahead and crop this a little bit, just a little bit. I am planning on duplicating this page, but I'm gonna crop this because I want to put a key in here. And this is a widget that I just put in the shop. So I just cropped that using the photo tool to get rid of a couple rows. And then that way I can kind of pull this up, and I've got a little key here. I'm gonna use this one, yeah. So this little widget I just released in the shop. There's 4 different versions of it. It's a key. So if you want to color code, like you want pink for grocery, yellow for gas, you know, orange for household, whatever it is, you can have a key. You could also use this in the year at a glance little page, which I just set mine up. Let me just show you guys real quick. Go into that. So I just set this up. You could put a key over here as well. That's why I provided a couple different options as far as like, you know, the shape of it and stuff. But what I'm doing on my year at a glance page here is I'm just marking when new releases will be and stuff. But yeah, that's an option as well. But I am going to use this key, and I'm actually gonna color code my categories here. So I'm gonna just put this key, I'm just gonna kind of line it up as best I can right here. And I'm gonna use specific colors. So I'm gonna use the highlighter tool. I'm gonna go into custom, and I really like this second line of colors when it comes to highlighting. So what I could do is I can just kind of color in my key here, and I can put pink for grocery. So I can just put pink, and then I'll put grocery. And that way, as I'm kind of going through, in addition to putting the category that it is right here, I can highlight it. I feel like that just makes it visually a little easier to see. So I'm gonna do grocery. I think I'm gonna do for gas, I'm gonna do yellow. Yeah, I really like these colors. I like using the highlighter because it kind of recognizes that black and it makes it easy to not, you know, draw outside the lines. So grocery, and then gas, and we're gonna do household, which I'll do in this orange color there. I kind of just like that second row of highlighter colors because of how like soft that they are. I feel like they're more muted. So we've got household, there, and I feel like I need to turn images off and kind of make these a little bit bigger because that one up there is a little bit bigger. Could also use the text tool, which I might go in a little bit later and just kind of redo these using the text tool just to make it look cleaner, because the nice thing is you can copy and paste this to each page. So okay, and then I'm gonna do eating out, which for eating out I think I'm gonna go ahead and use I'll do green for eating out. And then I'll do unbudgeted, which for unbudgeted I will do this kind of red, or maybe the darker red color. So it'll be unbudgeted. I could also do bills on here and maybe do that in like blue, but I think I'm just gonna use my bill tracker because I like the idea of just kind of checking it off as it's paid. So we'll do unbudgeted. And as I mentioned, you can copy and paste this. You could even save this key as an element. So I'm gonna make sure that I've got images on so it picks up that image. And then you can just circle everything here with your lasso, tap on it, do add element. And then I can add it to my budget elements. And then that way, when you're on a page, all you have to do is go to your elements and voila, you've got your little key right there ready to go. So that is another option that makes it really quick and easy to kind of save and use your key. So I'm gonna put that there. So my spending tracker, my key is there. And then on page 5, I am going to do my sinking funds. So I'm just gonna drag and drop that over and put my sinking funds on this page. And then I'm gonna have my transaction log for my sinking funds, because I do track like groceries, gas, all of that separate from my sinking funds just to track the balances for the sinking funds a little bit better. So I'm gonna move that up just slightly. But yeah, so that's good to go. I'm gonna move this up slightly too. Okay, so sinking funds and transaction log, and then I'm going to do my business. So I'm gonna go up to business. These are all in alphabetical order, order. So there's the business budget. And I really wanted this for my accountant too, just to kind of make tax season even easier, I feel. So there's the business budget, and then my last page is going to be my business expenses and quarterly taxes, which we're now officially in quarter 2. So I'm gonna use my quarter 2 sheet here. And on this sheet, I can track all of my expenses for the month. I can track my taxes that are paid and all of that good stuff. So yeah, that is how simple it is to set everything up. It takes just a little bit of time, especially with these inserts. It's super, super quick. So now that we've got all the inserts put in, ready to go, we've got our key done and all of that, we can get into the actual budget, which if you guys are still sticking with me, thank you so much. I know this is gonna be a long video, but okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn this back into portrait mode, and I'm gonna start filling in our budget. So the financial goals that we are going to be working on is our emergency fund. We're just kind of beefing it up. I want it to be at 25,000. and right now it's at like 18. So emergency fund, we are officially, now that our backyard is done, we are officially saving up for our next vehicle. We're planning to pay all cash for our next vehicle, and Andrew has agreed that we can get a minivan, so I'm super excited about that. So it'll be a while before we're purchasing our next vehicle. Our current one's fine. It'll do just fine for a couple years, but we're planning in probably the next 2 years or so to get a minivan. So we're gonna be saving for that, and then we have our investments, and that includes brokerage accounts for the girls. It includes our retirement. Andrew is really into like cryptocurrency stuff and things like that, so that is what we are working on currently. As far as income sources are concerned, I do not share our family's income just because I don't really feel comfortable sharing my business income and everything. So, but I think you can still get a lot out of the budget videos without knowing the specific, you know, income numbers. So what we do is I save up all of my income for the previous month, and that pays the next month's bills. So one of our income sources is everything that I earned from Planning to Prosper in March. So what I do is, as paychecks from Etsy come in, I just leave them in my business account, and then at the end of the month, all of the expenses have come out and I pay a certain amount towards taxes, and whatever is left, so income minus expenses minus taxes, whatever is left is what this number is here. I also do have a sinking fund, a miscellaneous sinking fund for my business, where I leave a chunk in that business checking account just for when certain things come up and all of that. But yeah, so that's kind of how we do it. So we have our March Planning to Prosper income, and then I also leave a space for miscellaneous. And for miscellaneous, we're not expecting anything to come in. Still waiting to hear from my accountant about taxes. I'm like really nervous about it. So hopefully we'll hear something about that soon. Okay, so then our expenses are for fixed expenses, which these are expenses that really do not change. We have our mortgage. We have our HOA. State Farm, which is Andrew's life insurance. And then I am officially going to have a monthly ortho bill because I'm going to be getting clear aligners. It's not Invisalign. I don't remember what the brand is, but I think it's Spark or something. I don't remember exactly, but I will have that for my treatment. Is 9 months right now. So that will be part of our fixed expenses for a little bit. And then we have CenturyLink, which is our internet, and then Massage Envy, which is a monthly massage service that I need to take advantage of more or cancel, one of the two. Honestly, I feel like I really need it, so it just helps to do that like little thing for yourself. I work a lot of hours, and it's nice to just de-stress, and I'm able to share it with Andrew as well, so he can go in and use some of my credits. We're gonna schedule an 1.5-hour massage for him very soon because he's been working really hard as I, launched the new planner and stuff. He just took care of everything around the house, dinners, kids, all of that, just to give me the time and space I needed to get everything done. And so he is gonna go and spoil himself a little bit, which I am very excited about. I'm like, go do that, go play some golf, like get yourself a really nice cup of coffee, like do something. So anyways, and then we also have Orange Theory and Banner Life, which is my life insurance. So the amounts for those, so for our mortgage, the amount is $1,571.78. For the HOA, it is $111.95. And then State Farm is $38.70. The ortho payment is $240. Our dental insurance covers zero, a big fat zero of that. So that is all cash paid. And then we have CenturyLink, which is $65 for internet and $65 for Massage Envy. And then Orange Theory is $162.50. That's for their unlimited plan, so I can go as often as I want, which needs to be a lot more, because I'll tell you, between the new launch and then getting sick, I was sick the last few days or so with a stomach bug. I have not gone in quite some time, so I really need to get myself there ASAP. Okay, and then so our total fixed expenses is $2,277.15. So that takes care of our fixed expenses, and as you can see, there's plenty of space for more if I ever need to add anything, which is really nice. And then for variable expenses, we have Southwest Gas, which is what we use to heat our home, and we also have a gas stove, and we're budgeting $60 for Southwest Gas. And then we have water and trash, and we're budgeting $100 for that. And then, oh, my hand's cramping, and you know why? It's because I did not put on one of these little pencil grips. So I'm going to do that real quick because my hand starts to cramp after a little bit. Much better, okay. So then we have APS, which is our electric. And then we have our gym membership, and that is $56 a month. That's for Andrew, myself, and the kids, so it's like a family plan. And then there is T-Mobile, which is our cell phone provider, and we're budgeting $150, yeah, $150 for the month. Next up is Hulu, and we pay $21.16 for Hulu. WW is still on here. I think I'm going to cancel it though, since I am just tracking calories at this point, so that is $10 a month. And then for grocery, we budget $200 per week, and we go grocery shopping on Saturdays. So there are 5 Saturdays in the month, which means that we are budgeting $1,000 for groceries, mainly due to the fact that prices have gone up quite a bit. So gotta give ourselves some wiggle room there. And then we have household, and that includes any like shampoo, conditioner, toilet paper, things like that, batteries, that would come out of household. And we budget $50 per week for that, and there are 5 Saturdays. Andrew usually goes like to Costco and Fry's and stuff like that on Saturdays, and he'll just pick up everything all at once. So $250 for household. And then eating out, we budget $60 per week, and we eat out every Saturday, so that is $300 for eating out. And then we have Maddie's commission. That's money she can earn for doing different chores around the house, outside of she's expected to like make her bed and pick up her like clothes and toys and put away her laundry, stuff like that. But if there's extra things like cleaning baseboards or washing windows or anything like that, she can earn money for that, so she can earn up to $20. Gasoline, we are budgeting $150. It was $70 just about to fill up last time, so typically we have about 2 fill-ups per month, so that should be good in theory. For sinking funds, we are putting $3,100, and I'll break those down for you guys in just a moment. And then we have a line item for unbudgeted. And we do not budget anything for unbudgeted, so it'll just be 0. So our total variable expenses are $5,533.68. So that takes care of all of our expenses. And again, down here we can track our goals, so we can track how much we're planning to put towards the emergency fund, because we kind of split it up between all of these things. So we're doing it all like simultaneously. And then new car and investments. So we can kind of just track how much we're putting towards each thing. So emergency fund, new car, investment. So now our monthly budget page is all set to go. So that takes care of that. And then let's see. So next thing we'll do is sinking funds, which is on page 5. So I'm gonna go to page 5 and we'll start putting that in. I do not know the beginning balances yet because we have not closed out our sinking funds quite yet. So I will put those in later. You guys will see the results video next week, I believe on, is it Tuesday? I think Tuesday is when my results video will be up. So for sinking funds, we have Andrew's pocket money, which he has been just immediately putting towards crypto stuff. Just gonna put $sign. So Andrew's pocket money. We have beauty, which that includes getting nails done, getting lashes done, haircuts, all that stuff. If I need new makeup or anything like that, that comes out of beauty. Then we have birthdays and gifts. So that is, as it sounds, for the girls' birthdays. Andrew and I really honestly don't do much for our own birthdays, but birthday parties, if the kids go to a birthday party, if we're getting gifts for family for their birthdays, Mother's Day gifts, Father's Day gifts, Easter, or not Easter, that would come out of holidays. Anything like that will come out of birthdays and gifts. And then we have car insurance, which we pay annually in October. So we just kind of save up for that throughout the year. Then we have car repairs, which I feel like I'm just gonna title that car maintenance. Yeah, I'm gonna rename that because we kind of have a separate savings going now for replacing our vehicle. So I'm just gonna do car maintenance for that. Okay, and then next we have car tags, which I just actually got the renewal notice for, so we will need to do that here soon. And then we have Christmas. We have Christmas all by itself because we take a lot out of that fund. So Christmas decorations, Christmas dinner, Christmas gifts, a new tree, and then we also like to go on a trip. Ideally, I'm hoping this December we'll be able to go for a trip. We might be going to North Carolina to see family though, as well. We're not sure if we're going this summer or in the fall. So it'll just kind of depend on the timing of things. But yeah, so we usually like to go up to like the Polar Express or Santa's Workshop, or just go like even just up north to see the snow, that kind of stuff. So that all comes out of Christmas. And then there is clothing. So clothing for Andrew, which we're putting some extra in his this month because he got some really good coupons for his favorite store. He loves going to Express, so he wants to take advantage of those coupons and get some summer clothes. So we're putting just a little extra in his this month. And then clothing for the girls, which they share a category because Maddie has a lot of clothes and they all get passed down to Julia. It's very rare that we actually have to go get Julia anything, but occasionally I like to go get her, like I got her own like Easter dress, and we had to go get shoes because we were missing a whole size of shoes at one point. So occasionally we have to get Julia some stuff, but most of that is used for Maddie. And then we have entertainment. And that's, you know, if we go to a movie or we go to the zoo or something like that. And then we have family pictures, which we are yet to do, but hopefully this fall we can get some good family pictures done. And then holidays, which covers like Halloween, Easter, 4th of July, all that kind of stuff. So every other holiday other than Christmas comes out of the holidays fund. So okay, and then we have house maintenance, which right now our freezer is giving us some trouble. So We're actually gonna have an appliance repair guy come out to take a look at it here pretty soon. And then we have medical, which has been getting a lot of action as of lately, and that's probably not gonna slow down anytime soon. Then we also have just a miscellaneous kind of catch-all sinking fund. So this is just an extra like little savings account that we can use essentially for different things. So yeah, we just like to have that in there as like a little buffer. And then we have the puppies. They have their own category. And then school, which that covers school supplies, if there's like fundraisers or book sales or field trips or anything like that, that would come out of school. And then there is my pocket money. Then we have subscriptions, which that's like Amazon Prime, Costco membership, things of that nature. Summer activities. So eventually that will include camp with our church for the kids. That includes swim lessons. If we decide to get a little membership for like an indoor playground or anything like that. It's really, really hot here in Arizona in the summer. So we typically like to take the girls to go do indoor activities, and usually there's some fees associated with that. I believe we're gonna put both the girls in swim lessons this summer as well. We're gonna use the same guy we used last year, Hayden. He was awesome. So yeah, so that pays for all of that. Just kind of nice having a chunk of money set aside at the beginning of the summer to pay for all of that, because it does add up very quickly. And then lastly, we have vacation. And now we will go ahead and put the amounts in. So for Andrew's pocket money, we're doing $200. For beauty, we're doing $300. For birthdays and gifts, we're doing $150. Let me just move this over here because I keep having to turn my head. $150. Actually, I can even put this like up here. Yeah, perfect. Okay, just don't fall. $150. Okay, car insurance is $80. Car maintenance is $150. Car tags, $25. Christmas, we're setting aside $150 per month. Car tags. Did I do car tags already? Wait. Oh, clothing. Yeah, okay, clothing. So for Andrew, we're doing $150. For the girls, we're doing $100. And for me, we're doing $50. Entertainment, we're setting aside $150. Family pictures are $25 per month. Holidays, we're setting aside $50. I already got everything for the girls' Easter baskets, which is such a good feeling, I have to say. The fact that that is all taken care of is awesome. I was able to go with my girlfriend, Kelsey, and we between the two of us, like we took care of all of our kids in like 2 shopping trips. So it was pretty nice. And then we have $100 for house maintenance. Medical, we're actually putting $500 because we have more bills coming up. For Julia, she just got her ear tubes put in, and then also I'm gonna have a doctor's appointment and like a very minor surgery coming up here soon, so that's all gonna pay for that. And then for miscellaneous, we're doing $100. Puppies, we're setting aside $150. And that takes care of like vet visits, food, toys, all that. They do not need more toys, Stephanie. They do not need more toys. Remind me that they do not need more toys. If you guys see me buying the puppies toys in April, you have every right to tell me tisk tisk because I have been spoiling them. I just can't help it, but I need to chill out on the toys. Like they've got plenty. Okay, so school, we're doing 100. My pocket money is 200 as well. Subscriptions is 20. And then summer activities, 100. And vacation, 250. So our grand total going into sinking funds is $3,100. And that takes care of our sinking funds page. So that is pretty much everything. Yeah, the bill tracker I will probably fill in off camera because you guys saw everything that's coming out already. So I'll do that, and then our weekly check-in. You guys will see our first weekly check-in next week. Spending tracker's all good to go. I might add like a little decoration down here or something that matches the kit. But I'm super excited about that key. So again, that is now available in the Hub library, the Prosper You Planner library. And there's different versions of it, like I mentioned. So there's like more of a vertical option. And then this one here, let me just show you real quick. It fits the budget stickers perfectly. So if I go into a kit, and let me just go ahead and grab kit 16, because that way I can grab some decoration while I've got it up. But you've got these little expense tracking stickers, so it's made to fit those perfectly. Here, let me turn images back on. So we'll copy that, and I'll just show you kind of what you could do for this. So you can resize that down, and you can make sure everything's spaced really well using the like little gray boxes and stuff. And I could even, oops, grab that. When you've got a sticker on top of a sticker, by the way, use the photo tool versus the lasso. The lasso tool is going to pick up everything until Goodnotes, hopefully one day, has a lock feature, which is kind of what we have to do for now. So I'm going to kind of resize that there, and so you can kind of pull in all of your little budget stickers, your expense tracking stickers if you want to color code. So if you want to use, for example, like the specific colors of the month, I could also change my highlighter tool to be the colors of the kit and everything if I wanted to, but honestly, I don't really care that much, so I'm not going to do that, but you could totally do that. I think for me, it'll be just nice to like have consistent colors so I can identify them very quickly, but that's just a personal preference. So yeah, you can go through and you can label all these, or if you don't want to put like a label on top of it, you could always write, you know, grocery down here or up here. Sorry for the sloppy handwriting, but you get the point. So that's how that key works. It's made to layer your budget stickers on top of. And then the other one I have is this more like horizontal one. So same thing, you've got the spaces for the budget stickers. But this is the one I'm going to use because I'm going to use the highlighter tool and use those highlighter colors and everything just to kind of be able to identify things very quickly. And as I mentioned, you can really easily duplicate pages, so you're not necessarily limited just to the 8 pages in the notebook. You're only going to have 8 hyperlinks, but in this case, for example, I can go to my thumbnail, and I'm going to see the page I'm on is highlighted in blue. I'm going to tap on this little triangle, and then I'm going to hit duplicate. And that way, what's going to happen is I'm going to have 2 pages. I'll just need to know, like, when I'm in my notebook section. So say I'm here, and say I want to go to my spending tracker. I can tap on spending tracker, and it's going to have my first page here, but then I can kind of scroll through and see all of my spending trackers, if that makes sense. So I already know I'm going to need 2 pages, so that's all set up and ready to go. But yeah, you guys will be able to see all of this in action, everything like that, when I am doing my weekly check-in, and then also when I do my monthly budget results. I'm excited to track transactions a little bit differently. I think that this will be a really clean, fun way to do it. And it's just fun to do things differently every so often. So that is our family's budget and my budget set up in the brand new Prosper You Planner system. In the hub, again, there's other options. You could put the budget add-on behind a divider. You could track your budget in your actually monthly planner, or you can do what I'm doing and have everything kind of in one spot. But I totally understand there, and I saw a comment about this, there's gonna be a lot of like new exciting add-ons and inserts and stuff like that coming out. So I totally understand like wanting to make sure you have space for things, and that's why I said like this might change. Maybe I'm gonna create some inserts and I'm gonna be like, I want to use a notebook section for that or something like that, you know? So it just depends on whatever works best for you and everything, but in time, you know, we'll all figure this out together, how our setups work. For now, there are a ton of posts in our Facebook group. So if you are not a part of our Facebook community yet, I highly encourage you to join us there just for some ideas and inspiration. We are just having a blast in there, setting up our new planners and getting, like I said, ideas from each other and all of that. So many creative, fun ideas are being shared in that group. So definitely join it if you have not already done so. But I hope that this video was helpful in a couple ways. I hope it was helpful as far as how to set up your budget in your new planner, the options for setting up your budget, how to use your budget inserts and pull them in, because I've gotten a couple questions about that, and just all that good stuff. So you guys will see lots more videos like this coming from me using the new planner system. I am going to just solely be using this new planner system moving forward. So you guys are gonna see a lot of it on my channel. So definitely stay tuned for that. I'll have some tutorial videos coming, all sorts of fun stuff. For now, there are a lot of tutorials available on my channel. They are using older planners, but it all kind of functions the same. It just looks a little different as far as like, there's a video about, you know, how to use inserts, and it goes into much more detail than what I shared here. So you can always check out that video if you want some more information about, you know, how to use them. But yeah, and when I create the new inserts, it'll work the exact same way. Inserts are essentially PNG images. They're photos that you are adding into your planner. So that's how that works. It typically works best when you've got them in a file and you're able to split screen it and drag and drop it over like I did. But you can also save them to your camera roll. But just a little tidbit there, if you ever have like a transparent insert, for some reason iOS will add a white background to it if you save it to your camera roll. I don't know why it's doing that at all. I have no clue, but that's why I mean, I personally really prefer the whole file and drag and drop method, just because I feel like it's more organized and easier to find the inserts that way versus scrolling through, you know, a camera roll. Everything's labeled in the file, so it's really easy to find stuff. But anyways, that is it for this one. I hope that you all enjoyed it. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe to catch all of my future videos. And I will see you, I believe, tomorrow for the monthly plan with me that I originally had wanted to post yesterday, but I was sick Monday, Tuesday. So the April monthly plan with me version 2, because I've already done a monthly plan with me, but this is in the planner I chose for April. That will be coming. Plus we had some other things come up in April, so I'm just kind of redoing everything. But that will be coming Friday, and then a weekly digital plan with me will be coming Saturday. So that's what you can expect for videos for the rest of the week. Again, I hope you enjoyed this one, and I will see you in the next one.